Are you talking on the phone?
Oh, is that good? Good. Is it phone sex?
I hope not.
Is it
Looks
phone
like
sex?
Oh, it is. Okay.
It is phone sex.
Yeah.
What's a jingle for phone sex?
Wish it was phone sex.
Sorry.
Anyways, guys, welcome. Wait, we gotta do the opening. Welcome.
Yeah. A fair amount of tricep wobble.
Mine also wobbles.
If I
Welcome.
keep my arms down here, you'll never notice anything. So,
Welcome back to We Could Be Drinking. Let's start off by introducing what we're drinking. I am drinking a very healthy glass of red wine called Freak Show.
She's already drunk.
I fucking wish.
nope,
Today
I'm concerned she's just a little stupid.
That is correct.
Hi.
I don't care.
Oh, it was the hoe, by the way, because most people don't actually watch this on YouTube. The hoe is drinking Freak Show wine. Goodbye.
And that's it. That's the whole podcast.
Yep. Hoe, stupid, wine.
I'm Colby, and I'm drinking a cocktail of my own creation called The Kids Are Over There, I Think, which, for anybody that's interested in making The Kids Are Over There, I think, it's just vodka in a teacup with a popsicle on top.
Is that the cocktail we referenced last week?
It is, yes. And this is the last of my vodka, which makes me sad. So,
alcohol run is coming your way. Coming your way.
Gonna have to start coming up with new cocktails, apparently.
And last but not least, my darling.
Yeah, it's Jake. He's drinking a Seagram's Black Cherry Fizz. Extra Z.
Wait, can I?
Can we hear that again?
There's bees in there?
Bees
in the trap. I was going to say it sounds like my vibrators, but like all at different speeds.
How horrible.
You know what? I feel like you should do an ASMR bit on a future episode of just all your vibrators going all at once.
Okay, so the problem
is seeing the chaos.
The problem is I have oh god, we're already oversharing and it's not even like 4 minutes in.
Just weave it.
Me. I am oversharing again. I overshared that I have hentai fascination.
And then you keep bringing it up.
Listen, I'm horny and I'm proud.
It's good that you're proud of at least something in life.
Anyways, I have multiple copies of the same vibrator because when one dies, I have another one charged.
You know, actually, I remember having this conversation with you in the past, and my question for you was, how fast and why do you burn through vibrators so quickly?
This is already going off the rails. We were planning on talking about different fruits and maybe like student loans, but we're talking about my vibrator obsession now.
We can get into the other things
too. Your labor involved.
Okay, so basically, I'm a whore, and I'm
not really a whore. She's too afraid to deal with other people.
So I'm going to say I'm a lonely whore because my partner is on the literal opposite side of the planet.
I also love just like the downgrade. Sorry, not to like immediately cut you off, but I'll let you finish before I.
No, he's totally going to cut you off. So
he's going to.
All right. Well, in that case, done. I just wanted to point out the downgrade in production from last week to this week. Like last week, we all made sure we were a little dressed up, made sure like we had decent background. Now it's just like we're in whatever we were wearing today, and we just started filming things.
Yeah,
I changed my shirt today.
I took off my bra, so I'm more. So basically, I think that we're more natural because we damn well know nobody watches us on YouTube. Apparently, we get a lot of Spotify and Apple views after like one episode. I think we had 40 views.
It's very funny.
Anyways, What were you talking about? Oh, vibrators. Why I burned through them so quickly. I'm horny and lonely and have a lot of free time on my hands. So what else do I do? So I burned through one, and then I have another one charged. But then over time, one of the two just dies its final death. And so I order another one. And so I have like a solid one and a half used one, and like it's
Well used.
yeah, well used. Colby's died.
Out of curiosity, does this the session of yours, you go the whole day pretty much and just like, yeah, one's dead. Okay, I'm still going. Well, gotta keep going.
So I think I've spent like, not recently because I'm just so tired that I don't have the energy to wank. That's not true. I'm a liar.
We know this.
I've spent like a good portion of the day just whacking off on a Saturday. Like I get up to like drink some water and eat some food and maybe take a nap on my couch, but like the whole day just so. Okay, now let's talk about fruits because I've given you all enough sound bites.
All right, so now that we can get that into post-production and make sure we clip it to just again. It was just a prelude. The first
have the vibrating pattern play all throughout this entire episode.
Oh my god, just like
Yeah, please tell me at least alternate patterns, because
Okay, so here's something. I don't know. I know men created vibrators. I know that because they created patterns. No woman actually uses the patterns, not willingly. That's not how it works.
you just constantly just like the same.
Yeah, it's like you go from like level 1 to level 2, level 3. And then if you accidentally hit the button and it turns into a pattern, you're like, fuck, and you click through all of them until you can get back to like level 2 or level 3.
fascinating.
Can we stop talking about my vibrators now and talk about like apples?
Anyway, so on to fruit news.
Foos.
Perfect segue. Let's talk about the banana.
Ah, fucking hell. I thought you were going to say grapefruit. Anyways.
That's later, honey.
Nobody likes you. So have you guys heard about news about the banana?
Monkeys like them?
What do you know about bananas?
I know that
They are the most commonly used fruit in the high school health classroom.
They
Okay.
are one of the least popular dildo shapes.
Okay.
But I did find one. Jake, if you're interested, I can send you the link.
I also saw 7 bananas on the gas station pump today, just like spread apart on the top of like the pump. Like they're just like they're on the top, just not
Like
attached, like not in a bushel, not like one of the bushels. Just 7 bananas.
7 individual,
In a line.
like they used to be a bushel.
Yeah, like someone took time to separate all 7 of them and put them on top of the gas pump. Like, and I don't know what shrine this is and
Free
what they
bananas.
use for it. Well, I'm confused.
Don't eat the bananas.
I'm not going to eat the bananas, but
But he
like,
brought them home.
I now have 7 bananas.
Jacob.
Do not.
That's so bizarre. Anyway, bananas.
Shoot.
Bananas are the most common fruit in the world in terms of consumption.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have
like
thought
to do research.
I know
I-
we also share like 70% of our DNA with a banana, so
Yes,
have that
like
going
a
for us.
frightening amount of similarity.
I'm a banana.
We're like 70% of banana.
Listen, I'm 70% an idiot, so like that's fine.
Well,
Bananas also one of the other most famous ones is mangoes.
I'm going to cut you off because you cut me off. I love how Colby researched this podcast and I and Jake just kind of went off on a tangent about kinks.
I did this last week too, but you guys commandeered everything talking about hentai. So
yeah, my years of high school improv class and club, whatever, just let me go with the flow. So
I hate you both on a personal level.
nana 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 nana
Nah, nah, nah. Ba 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 da. Ba
Anyway.
ba 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 da. Ba, 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 ba,
Banana.
potato na. I can't hit that note. Ginge, edit out my singing voice because nobody wants to hear that cat.
When he calls you out, or when
When-
you call him out like that, he is purposely going to leave that in there.
Yeah.
And
In post-production, he'll just edit my voice over it, and then I'll just sing something for us.
like,
Ready?
Just all of a sudden, banana. Why? Da-na-na-na-na-na.
also, I like how Colby and I immediately shut up for the high part because we just wanted to call you out to see that little solo in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. And so
Anyway, bananas are in the middle of having a pandemic themselves.
is it the Kovo?
No, it's the Tropical Race 4, TR4. And TR4 is I think it's a fungus. I don't remember for sure, Z's.
So mushroom bananas.
It's not so much as like mushrooms bananas as much as it just like eats away the roots, I believe. It just like chews away the plant's ability to recreate stuff.
So like toe fungus versus mushroom fungus.
Sure, I mean, it's all the same stuff. But
Fungi.
Because bananas don't have seeds, they have to reproduce by the I don't want to call it the foot because I just don't like you, but the root, like it'll just make more. Each root will make more banana plants, and they have to like cut them and separate them and plant them back out. You can't actually like have a banana seed anymore. But TR4 is turning around and killing all the banana plants, and there's nothing that any farmer or grower or massive plantation has been able to find that stops it.
So wasn't there already a mass extinction of bananas, and it's like the bananas that actually tasted like banana flavored candy?
Yes, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that was like that was before we were born, I think,
way
or at least
before we were born. Yeah.
But do you remember like those like hard rock candies though that like had like that banana in it?
I remember Laffy Taffies. That's
Still
the banana.
exists.
Yeah, I know, but that like it's the artificial banana flavor that is actually a natural banana flavor that no longer exists.
Oh, so do you know once you add bananas to any sort of smoothie in the world, it's always going to have a little taste of banana in it?
I would
What?
assume as much.
Yes, but like no matter how hard you try to mask the taste of a banana, there'll always be that little whisper.
Of banana.
Yeah, Mama, it's banana in here.
I would love a little bit of banana in me. Okay.
You already said bananas are like the least desired shape of a dildo.
But there's still a dildo that's shaped like a banana. There's also a dildo that's shaped like a pickle, and I want it just for funsies. Not to like, fuck myself on a pickle, but just like
I feel like you have.
I have not. Yeah, it happened
Today.
once in a dream, but like
And
You definitely bought a cucumber though.
no, I did
Oh.
not. That is one of the things I'm proud of. I have never stuck food in a hole that does not belong.
So cucumbers, very, very nice for a spa day too. That was
What?
a terrible transition.
I'm gonna switch
I
into.
don't know what you were trying to transition to.
Cucumbers. I don't have any
I
fun
would-
facts about cucumbers other than
I
I'm glad
have
to know that
some
they have
sitting out
not
on the
been
table.
inserted inside you. Oh,
I would like to steer this away and talk about my favorite fruit, the grapefruit, which is unironically at my actual favorite fruit, and let's not make grapefruit method jokes.
Too late.
recommend you watch a video called The Grapefruit Method.
If you are under 18, you should not watch this video.
And if you're unprepared, do not watch this video.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of mental. Actually, it's a lot of fun if you walk in there with no mental preparation at all.
Yeah, I think
But make sure somebody else is paying attention, because if they're not, you're gonna waste your reaction on nobody.
Jake, do you still have my reaction to
Oh, that
seeing?
video, it's on Snapchat, and every single year when it comes up in my memories, I gotta share it because it is a fantastic video, and you were caught so off guard.
So contrary to what like I actually say, I was actually a pretty innocent and naive person before college.
And during a little bit.
Like the freshman year part, I was like naive, and then you know what happened? I discovered fan fiction thanks to Colby.
But you're the reason behind this.
I won't take all the blame, but I will
It was
take
also
2%.
It was also Ma. Ma and Colby showed me Wattpad. They showed me AO3 and then briefly fanfiction.net, but like mostly Wattpad and AO3.
I won't take any blame for Wattpad because I never used that.
And then we sat around and we read smut to each other.
I
It's
missed
just
out.
things that have happened.
I could send you some fan fiction. Don't you worry, Jake. You're just not going to like it.
Anyway, let's talk about everyone's favorite fruits, and then let's play each other.
I'm going back.
Grapefruit. Tastes terrible.
Grapefruit. It was originally called the forbidden fruit. Jamaicans coined the term grapefruit because the fruit grew in bunches like grapes. Florida produces the most grapefruits in the world, around 2 million tons per year. Arizona and Texas also produce grapefruit. So grapefruit is red. Obviously, ruby grapefruit.
I don't know where that came from.
It's because the flesh is a bit more pink when they're smaller. So, fun fact about me, I'm allergic to inorganic citrus because of the pesticide. So I've only recently started eating citrus fruits, and now I'm a slut for grapefruit, like an actual slut for grapefruit, but not like in the grapefruit method way. I just eat grapefruit constantly because it also helps lower your blood pressure.
To be growing up and worrying about such things.
Do you know how? Anyways.
Okay, I mean, I know you're the baby of the room, but
I know. And I'm like, dude, I'm like 74 days older than you. Not even.
Well,
54.
It's a long time when you're like ancient.
I am 54 days older than you.
Well, just sucks to be old, I guess.
I mean, the Zodiac did say we were born arch nemesis, which I thought was really funny and ironic.
The power of the stars. For anyone that's interested in the power of the stars, it's not me. So don't teach me things.
yeah, but you like doing research on all sorts of things, so he will definitely be Googling about it at a later date.
He says as he twirls his mustache.
Shut up.
Flip this off.
Just narrating for
I
those
feel like
who...
we gotta also like describe also some of the stuff that is not being verbally communicated.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like I said, are watching on Apple, listening on Apple and Spotify and can't see this, beautiful banter we have with our hands and Colby twirling his mustache and Jake's beautiful forehead front and center. So sexy.
Anyway, I think that my favorite fruit is probably the banana, but I also have an excellent runner-up, which is the apple.
Yep.
Classic American fruit.
Colby's basic.
I had a kiwi for the first time in my adult life like 2 weeks ago. It might have been a month ago. And I was shocked because I realized that I just hadn't had a kiwi in my adult life. Like, it just never walked into there was never a reason. And if you don't know what they taste like, you don't want to like go out and get one.
But it's so weird to think that like strawberry kiwi is such a common flavor for like yogurts when we were growing up. Like, who created that?
It's such also a common flavor for a lot of drinks. Like Snapple makes it really good. Strawberry kiwi,
which is so weird. You would never think to like, if you think about a strawberry and you think about a kiwi, like one's a strawberry and one's a green hairy egg. Like,
let's roast Snapple for a little while first. At Snapple, as I look directly into the camera, why on earth did you go for? Oh, this is not out of left field. This is
my cat is here.
Oh. Hey, kitty. At Snapple, why in the recent years did you switch? I know why, but I hate that in recent years you switched from glass bottles to plastic, and I have never bought a Snapple product since.
So, do we think it's because it's cheaper to do plastic?
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is hard, which sucks because like glass is so much better for the environment, especially with like our current situation in the world. Everyone's pushing like climate change. You would think that
they would want to stick with what they have.
Yeah.
But also like they had like a cute little thing. Like no matter what you did, Snapple was the only one that made a glass bottle.
But also their Snapple facts were not always true.
Yeah, well, the 100 floors of Fright, they're not all going to be winners.
It's like me saying shit that just comes to my brain. It's not always true, but it sounds right.
Yep. So at Snapple.
Why?
Anyway, Jake, you were saying something before I cut you off because I got mad at Snapple. Which is something I do all
So
the time.
I'm gonna share a little thing with everyone. I have a train of thought, okay, but it is all just the train. It has left its various carriages at many different stations because the conductor is just stupid. Anyway, I have forgotten what I was talking about because the train has derailed.
Oh!
For those of you who can't see us right now, me and Colby like mouth to each other. What is he talking about? We don't know where he's going, but it was
Neither
a fun.
do I, but you know,
And that was the best
somehow
part is
end
that we
up
got to
here
the end where he
every
also had
single
no
night.
idea.
Oh, great. Jake, what is your favorite fruit and why?
Okay, so I was not prepared for this. However, my least favorite fruit and why is a tomato.
Oh my God.
They
so
are vile.
here's a fun thing.
I don't care. They're disgusting.
You're not going to get a whole lot of arguments from, like, I'll eat them, but I just don't like all the pulp. I just don't want, like, I couldn't bite into a tomato. Like, if someone handed me a big tomato, but I will cook with it all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the difference between tomatoes being a fruit versus being a vegetable is that a fruit is like a scientific term. Like, it is the fruit of a flower. It is the fruit of a tree. A vegetable is a grower's term. It's simply for gardening. So technically, anything that like bears fruit, like a tomato is a fruit, an apple is a fruit. Technically
Fruit of my
speaking,
labor.
anything that bears fruit bears some sort of fruit from a flower is a fruit. So like a cucumber would be a fruit.
So squash is a fruit?
Yes.
Squash could be a fruit, but no one would say that. It's just that tomatoes they latched onto and people were like, tomatoes are a fruit.
Well, that's because I thought the reasoning behind a fruit was like it has seeds inside that you can like pick out and plant. So like, pumpkins are fruits, tomatoes are fruits. My cat is meowing at me and trying to eat my plant.
What about a banana?
I mean, they have microscopic, like if you cut it down the middle, there's all those little brown things. Hi, Hazel.
Nope.
For those
They
who
bred all
can't
the
see,
seeds out of it.
my little kitty is right here. Which I guess makes sense. Like a seedless watermelon is still a fruit, even though there's no seeds inside.
Yeah. So when people are like,
a lot of things commercially grown are so far inbred that,
yeah,
main
Incest
commercial
fruits.
things like we can't eat. Like if you had like a corn on the cob, you could not just throw it off into the yard and hope it grows like corn plants.
I mean, that's exactly what my mother did and was severely disappointed this summer.
Yep.
For those of you who can't see, my cat is here. So if you hear rustling against my microphone, it's not me.
I also realized that I'm going to try putting this up in here instead. Because I realized that I'm breathing heavy and I feel like I'm breathing into the microphone and therefore. Anyway, so Jake, your least favorite is the tomato. Do you have any idea what your favorite is, or could we circle back around? Give you some time to think.
I mean, I'll go with the watermelon.
Solid. Cats.
And
Sorry.
And if you search Google real quick on fun facts about a watermelon, early explorers used to use watermelons as canteens. Watermelon is 92% water.
That is very fun.
Watermelon first appeared in an English dictionary in 1615. A watermelon takes about 90 days to grow from planting to harvesting.
So I understand the canteen thing because we were actually with Jake's mother one time and we put a large amount of alcohol into a watermelon.
Yeah, so what she does is, and she learned this from one of her coworkers, because he showed up to the house, like back in the early 1900s, people used to show up with like a pineapple, and they just left it on the table like as a huge decoration and talking piece.
I thought that was for
Brought-
swingers.
Well, now it is.
Okay.
Anyway,
I had no idea about that.
Yeah, the upside down pineapple is like
a pineapple was originally brought to like parties, and like people rented pineapples just for like a party favor.
I did know that because I watched Bridgerton season 2 and they had pineapples everywhere.
I
Yeah.
did not watch that season.
But anyway, so mom's friend brought this watermelon and a bottle of watermelon vodka, and he got one of those immersion blenders, mushed up all the watermelon guts, and cut a hole big enough for the immersion blender to fit in. And then with that same hole, turned the bottle of vodka upside down, shoved it in there, and the vodka very well infused with the watermelon. I know people still do this today, but various variants. But it was muy delicious.
Yeah, when we did it, we were impatient and it didn't work well. So we were just drinking like watermelon guts and straight vodka.
Yeah.
We were college kids, very naive.
We were
Yeah.
college kids with your mother.
And but we also were impatient. So
Yeah.
she like flipped it and she was like, now let's just leave it to wait. And after like 25 minutes, we were like,
Let's go.
so,
Vodka?
it's good.
I thirst.
I'm jumping back to the swingers for just a second. Again, a 16-second Google. Other secrets, I just Googled swingers symbols. And they said other secret swinger symbols include a woman wearing an anklet, toe rings, thumb rings, and switching your wedding ring to your right hand. That was my left hand. I'm stupid. According to an alternate lifestyle website. They also cite white landscaping rocks and pink or purple decorations in the front garden as signals for swingers' activities.
I think my
So,
mother was a
flamingos?
swinger.
Flamingos usually also can be one.
That
There was a guy-
funny.
There was a house on the way like from my house to school, like to high school,
Mhm.
and this guy in their front yard, they had a whole flock of those flamingo lawn ornaments,
That's funny.
and
You can't
obvious-
trust
and
bird people.
surrounding their green John Deere tractor parked in the front yard. And I kind of heard some inkling that flamingos also have to do with swingers. So the more flamingos, obviously, the more they're gonna get around. But anyway,
Which is really funny because further down this website it says they identify pineapple as another swinger symbol, and according to the website, Swinger Code, who, god damn it, an ad popped up right my way, who have suggested pink flamingos on a lawn as a telltale sign, although users who uploaded the post was skeptical.
I would just like to say anybody who voluntarily uses a bird as a symbol should not be trusted.
yeah, we all know.
America.
My point is proven.
America. I'm glad I thought of that fast because I admit I went, what's the biggest thing I can think of that uses a bird? America.
Yeah.
Gonna save the day.
Yeah.
So I would just like to remind all of us, specifically myself, that Ginge did not want this to turn into just a sex podcast.
Yeah, well, he's not here to defend. All right, he's not here to defend himself. You want to know why? He's busy today. You want to know what he's busy doing, that wheel of cheese?
Is he getting laid?
He's doing
He's
a
not.
goddamn puzzle. Because
Are
he's
you
a 400-year-old
kidding me?
man.
Pause.
400 years old. And he said, oh, well, I mean, in his defense, in the last 2 or 3 days, he finally put a good amount of work into his puzzle.
I can get if you're actively inspired, we have the same thing when we're gaming, actively inspired right now. We got to stay on it. We're we do the grind on it.
Yeah.
And as soon as,
Okay.
you lose the inspiration. You're like, yeah, okay.
Speaking of
Anyways,
Speaking of gaming, when was the last time we had an Overwarty? And for those of you who don't know, Overwarty is an Overwatch party because we
Of
like to
course.
we like
Overwatch party. Overwarty.
Overwarty. We like to shorten words. We're combined.
Because less
I'm-
English is more efficient.
Yeah.
Why use many word when few do trick?
True.
You're so lucky you're 2.5 hours away because I would have just hit you for that one.
One of the few quotes that I
Yeah,
find
I'm like annoyed
hysterical.
a little that you used an Office reference in this podcast.
There are 7 quotes that I'm not even going to pretend to put a number in it. There's only like a dozen quotes that I will pull from The Office that are like worth talking about. Anybody
it's-
that has seen The Office, mazel tov to you, but
I hate you.
I could waste my time in better ways.
The Office.
Oh God, what were we talking about?
Swingers.
Overwatch.
Overwatch is where you transition to, yeah.
Overwatch or swingers.
I'm sure there are swingers on Overwatch that were actively having, a swing.
Listen, there's so much not to, go back to the sex thing. There's so much Overwatch porn and it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
There's a lot of weirdos out there, and
but it's the same thing.
but
Like,
also not gonna kink shame. So enjoy.
yeah,
Do whatever
it's
makes you happy.
just a
My
serious case of like, there's plenty of people that are online, and eventually there's porn of everything.
But my concern is that there's some characters on Overwatch that are clearly underage.
I think the only one that is like within range is Diva.
What about Brigitte?
No.
Brigitte.
Diva is 19.
I thought Deva was also 19.
What do you mean there's no? Well, it would help if I could.
I think they did. I think I was reading somewhere that actually all Overwatch characters are over 18.
Brigitte is 23.
Okay, so I feel less weird. I'm still not going to watch it because, like,
I mean,
Grace is
I
26.
will admit that I did once stumble upon a comic strip of Overwatch porn.
Anna's 60 years old? Good God, woman.
Oh,
Well, we-
Aha.
Aha.
Yeah, of course she is. She is the grandma of the
I
game.
know, but
also, just for people listening, Colby not only has a foot fetish, but he also has a grandma fetish.
So,
anyway.
the oldest ladies that you possibly can, and I'm sure he will.
He's like the reverse Young Gravy. Or no, he's just like Young Gravy. He wants your mom.
Yeah, I'm like
wants
a
her
reverse
grandma.
Caleb.
He doesn't want kids,
I'm a-
no, but he wants grandkids.
Not a Crable robber, but
A grave
grave
robber.
robber. I'm gonna fuck your grandma.
I mean, mine are both dead, so I guess you would
Oh,
indeed be a
oh, it
grave
really
robber.
would be grave robbing.
I have one that was that requested in her will to have her cats buried alongside her.
Oh, grandma.
Yeah. So she kept the cremated remains of her cats like in her house. I mean, I can understand the sentimental value with them.
Okay.
Where she was buried, it's only, as the state says, it's only a human graveyard. But it was in her will, and whatever, she already had the funeral like paid for and all that. The person that was kind of like making the final arrangements just kind of tossed the cat urns in the thing before he sealed it.
God, that's funny.
Oh my god.
And achoo! Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
So in a way, there's pussy inside the pussy of dead
How
grandma.
horrible. How horrible.
If
Of
you
all
think
the ways you could have described it, you did it. You picked the worst.
you want to hear a worse story?
I don't know
Yes.
if I do.
So my mom is from Canada, and she had a very old aunt who lived up in Bumblefuck, Maine. And this aunt passed away. And all of my mom's cousins, and henceforth my cousins, are Hicks, not rednecks, not, the country bumpkins. They're Hicks. And when my great aunt died, she requested that she wanted her ashes mixed with glitter and spread everywhere. So I get up to Maine, meet all of these cousins for the first time, and I see that they're making something in the kitchen. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, are you making cupcakes or something? They're like, oh no, that's Auntie Fern mixing in glitter in the middle of the kitchen. And then they proceeded to cook dinner.
Oh, I guess you ingested a little bit of.
I did not.
Stardust.
I did not. I said I had a stomach ache and I went back to my little hotel. It was a wrap motel, but like, you know what?
Oh,
Cleaner. I don't want to eat Auntie Fern.
well, she was so sweet in her life.
I don't know. I never met her.
Oh, well,
I felt wrong to ingest her.
disingenuous.
Like,
If I didn't eat your cooking, why would I eat you?
exactly. Thank you. My logic.
I
Okay.
feel like people have honestly, though, have done that.
You know,
Like
I
they
think
have put a little bit of, some ash on.
Yeah.
I did see because I watch the weird shows on TV, like that someone, does eat their loved one's ashes.
It's like My Strange Addiction or something.
Yeah,
They're
that
like,
show. It was
yeah.
That's such a bizarre show.
I remember seeing a commercial because I couldn't watch any of those shows. I just saw commercials. Somebody would eat like the plastic cocktail swords and like cocktail umbrellas, and like
Gross.
that was all they ate.
I remember hearing one about a girl. I don't remember who the person was, but just they had their addiction was like eating plastic bags, and they would just sit there like chewing through them. And I was like, oh!
So again, you can eat. People can live, eating things like that. Like some people, like literally drink bleach or pine salt.
Okay, well let's not encourage that. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Yes,
Yep.
but again, you could eat.
Oh my
there's
God,
people
what
that
was
have done that? But why?
Early
there's
on in
things that
COVID,
you
what was
can't
the one?
touch.
Trump said you could drink bleach to get rid of the COVID, but there was another one. What the horse?
Oh, the horse
dewormer.
dewormer.
Oh my God! Please, for the love of God, if you are going to do something that another person says, spend 4 seconds on Google. I don't care what. Even if someone's
No,
like,
no.
I'm going to jump off a bridge. Like, take 4 seconds to look online and go, is this a good idea?
So I'm going to veto that statement and just say natural selection. If you're stupid enough to, drink bleach or shoot horse dewormer because you refuse to wear, a mask and do basic hygiene principles like not like covering your nose when you sneeze, you deserve to suffer the consequences of being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But please think about what you've done.
I refuse to think about my stupid actions. If I die because I'm stupid, like that's my own goddamn fault.
It's how you also by going with that same logic there, Ho, you kind of can avoid all your anxieties in life because you don't think about what you've done in life. You just it happened.
Except I have chronic anxiety, so I'm just like crippling in chronic fear.
Yep. Woo! Took a turn for the dark side.
Ooh, we're trauma dumping.
Lightsabers involved. Anyway, let's go back to Trump.
Can we talk about Anakin?
We can't now. No, we cannot, because you can't say his name. So we're moving back off.
I was thinking of someone else we know, so it mispronounced. I apologize.
Uh-huh. Why are we talking about Anakin?
Lightsaber. I wouldn't mind his lightsaber. The red one. That came out like weirdly sexual.
I hated every second of it.
I also hated that. I apologize.
Why must you speak things?
It didn't echo right, sweetie. It doesn't work like that on Zoom.
Oh, man, that sucks.
He has an echo function on his mic.
It makes him sound like the Wizard of Oz.
I do.
It's delightful.
It is.
My speaker is just not hooked up to this thing right. I'm not going to fix it now.
I don't think it works on Zoom, darling.
Well, we'll have to figure that out at a later time.
You got to make sure that Zoom is not using your webcam as mic. It's actually using your other mic.
That would be very interesting.
Because
but if I get closer here, do I get louder?
I don't know. Back up.
If I talk here versus if I talk here?
I mean, it all sounds the same to me. It's annoying.
Weird. Okay, so that is definitely not using the right mic. That's very annoying.
So click on the little arrow right next to the microphone.
How about now?
Oh, wait. Again?
Hello. Hello.
You
Yep.
sound so much better now.
What
Now
the
echo.
hell?
It's because it's
Now
Zoom.
trying the echo.
I am annoyed. Very much so.
And mighty powerful, too.
Don't check behind the curtain.
I love your microphone.
It was well worth the however much money we spent at Micro Center that day.
well worth.
I
There's
pass-
not been a single day that I've been like, this was too much. Like, worth it. Every penny.
I pass Micro Center every time I head from where I'm currently living to back to my parents' house.
Mhm.
And I'd pull off to the Dunkin' that's right there. And I have to stop myself and remind myself I don't have enough money to go and blow my to get a good microphone or like a better webcam because I'm just like, girl, you spend all your money on food and Korean boys. So
I mean,
Stop
if
it.
you decided one night not to get sushi.
I haven't had sushi in forever because I'm really trying to cut back on my finances. I'm in a debt hole. Like I
Is that
have
what the kids are calling it these days?
So Jake, I'm going to ask you to blur this out, but like I have my savings and my debt on my lock screen to keep myself from impulsively buying shit, to remind myself how much money I actually have.
Jake, I'm going to argue that instead of blurring that out, you're going to have to photo a number on there.
Okay,
And you're going
that
to have to choose. I've chosen for you. One of them is 69 and the next
Well,
one's
yeah.
420. It's just there's not a whole
Perfect.
lot. Yeah.
those are my two favorite numbers.
It's a lot easier to blur something out.
Damn it.
Okay, so for everyone watching, I have exactly $69 in my savings account and I have $420,000 in debt.
She went to the Iviest of schools.
Yeah.
Like it just was just an ivy plant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just climbed inside.
Wearing one of those
Dressed up like a
collegiate
worm.
graduate hats.
And I still got a 2.2 GPA. I think I actually graduated with like a 2.8 in my major, but like a 2.4 overall because of that fucking art class.
Yeah, I'm glad we just math is none of our strong suits.
I have a degree that's based in math. I just don't use it.
I know.
Anyway, what else has happened recently?
Student loan forgiveness.
Speaking of schools,
Some people got screwed over, some people didn't, some people don't know, some people don't care. I think that qualifies all three of us.
you gave 4 options. Someone listening gets to choose wisely.
Mhm.
What else happened? Tina Fey lost Alaska.
Not Tina Fey.
Whatever. Wannabe Miss Texas. What do you want to call her?
I could see my house from here.
That's
Yeah.
the one. I never remember her name.
Palin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wannabe Texas is the name that I gave her in the group chat.
I literally thought she was Tina Fey last night when I saw that tweet.
Which is pretty
That's
much
an
a slur
insult to
at Tina
all
Fey.
Tina
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry,
I felt so bad. I was like, that's not Tina Fey, but they look like Tina Fey.
Yeah.
But anyways, congratulations to the new Congresswoman of Alaska. Thank God you're turning one of the most conservative states blue.
Last time it turned blue was
50 years ago.
when they pulled Roe versus Wade the first time.
Yeah. So Alaskans hate children. Mood.
Okay, I'm not sure that's the takeaway, but I'm happy to provide a support to it.
Aren't they like one of the least populated states compared to landmass?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
by a
but
lot.
yeah. Just in case anybody's wondering, we're all very liberal here. Like, if you're not, leave.
I mean, you don't have
We
to.
apologize,
It's
but also
certainly
not
fine.
because
You have terrible.
it's our thoughts in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, c'est la vie, or as the French say, get over yourself. Oh, piss.
What else happened? Oh, Trump's other residences might also be open for search and seizures because he took private top secret documents on his private plane to his other residences.
I was reading something about that earlier. One of the news hosts for Fox News, of course, was saying that I'm sorry, I got hiccups or something. They were saying that the photo that the FBI posted, was it?
Hmm.
The one where there's like all the documents on the floor and the box
And
right
some
next
are-
to it and it's open.
And there's like whited out because they didn't want to show the information on top secret clearance documents.
But they wanted to see that they were there and that they had them now. Trump posted on his Truth Social, he said, I never had them like that. They took them out of the crate to stage that profile. It's like, okay, well, obviously.
No shit, sir, but you still had them.
Yeah. And then the Fox host, and I don't remember which one it was because, of course, there's only 2 Fox hosts, and it's one girl and one guy. And
Is
all
Tucker-
the rest of the Fox hosts are just like offshoots of their genetic breeding, which I'm convinced is just like cloning that Fox News does in order to get the same people online.
I mean, like, if you fuck your cousin enough times, you all look the same.
Yeah, but I don't feel that's a New York.
A little cross-eyed, but yeah, it's okay.
I feel like it's more a Republican thing than a general state thing.
Oh my God, we could talk about the
Anyway,
Colby
I need
thing.
to interrupt everyone real quick to a text message that I just received with a very fun fact.
Oh, Lord.
The echidna is an animal in Australia with a 4-headed penis.
How do you spell it?
Echidna.
ECHIDNA.
Echidnas also have backwards feet on their back feet.
Oh my God, it looks like a platypus mixed with a porcupine.
Yes.
That's so cute. And they have
Yes.
4 peni?
Well,
Nope,
4
one
heads
peni.
to their dick.
It's like a flower.
Oh, that makes deflowering like a totally different like connotation.
Yes.
Is an
Yup.
echidna a hedgehog?
They're actually very nice as far as I heard.
They
I
seem
haven't
so
had the
cute.
pleasure of enjoying conversation with an echidna before, so
So Australia is weird because it's like half the animals want to kill you and the other half I want to give a hug. Like quokkas, they're so cute. Quokkas.
oh right, the ones that aren't afraid of anything.
Yeah, they're the happiest animals on earth. They're so cute. They're like relatives of like a wombat and koalas.
Right. They have no natural predators, so they never learn to be afraid of anything.
They're so sweet.
They live on an island all by themselves.
Yeah, is that
And
Madagascar?
tourists.
No,
No, it's-
Madagascar. What the fuck am I thinking? Tasmania.
No.
Tasmanian nights.
That's Arabian, sweetie.
Shut up.
No, he's right.
What is does a Tasmanian devil actually exist, or is that just Looney Tunes?
Yes, it
feel like-
does.
But they don't look just like the actual Bugs Bunny.
No.
Oh,
No, they just look like an angry dog or cat hybrid.
An angry cat mixed with a rat. What is with those whiskers? Why do they look like that? Oh, they have. Oh, oh,
Yeah, look
oh,
at those teethers.
oh.
Interestingly enough, they don't hunt mostly by spinning in circles and growling.
I like the Looney Tunes version better.
That's okay.
I
Oh
had,
well.
I had a cat named after the Tasmanian devil because he was bonkers. Bonkers.
Bonkers. What?
Do you
Bonkers.
do you remember Tazzy?
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
not well enough for you to go, oh yeah, I had it named after the Tasmanian devil, and to remember what was happening.
That's fine. Tazzy was insane. He would scream, run around the house, sniff other cats' butts, and then panic, and then run away again.
Yeah, I do half of those things.
Sniff other people's butts, and then run away.
In a full panic too.
Yes. Anyway, I have one more thing to talk about before I run out of pre-planned stuff. Because in my infinite research, I enjoy coming up with random nonsense. This year, I came across a Utah couple, because of course,
Oh Lord,
why not?
Fuck the fucking Mormons.
They are training their unique family animal, which is a water buffalo.
You said Utah?
Utah. Statistically, exactly where water buffaloes grow in the wild.
Like a plant.
Yes, they pop out of the ground like daisies.
Are they like fruits too?
You know what? That's an interesting point. If they do come from a flower, the water
Are
buffalo would be
water
a fruit.
Buffalo.
I mean,
fruits.
they were deflowered.
Anyway, so this woman says, in the beginning, I think I saw a video of a Vietnamese boy playing the flute on the back of a water buffalo. And since I was in high school, I thought it would be wonderful to have one of these majestic animals for myself.
So I Googled, are water buffaloes fruits? And what popped up but a cow plant from The Sims 4.
That's very funny. That is very funny. Anyway, this woman now just uses the water buffalo to make like cheese and.
How do you milk a water buffalo? I have
The
Googled.
way you milk a cow, I assume.
How to milk water buffalo.
Yeah, so now they just like ride him around.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, now you have to tell us.
No, there's videos.
Oh, I don't want videos. I want the
No.
play-by-play.
The last time I clicked on random videos, I discovered hentai, so we're just not going to do that anymore.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you can click on it on how to milk a water buffalo.
I will not. Bless you. Bless you.
I think I'm allergic to your bullshit.
Yeah, so
All right, I have brought vibrator talk. Colby has brought fruit talk. Jacob,
thoughts
Prayers.
confessions.
of a blind man.
I was thinking the Catholic Church.
Domine.
Yeah, well, we all know the hoe burns up into flames whenever she goes and walks into the threshold.
Which is so funny because I live right next to one, but I'm like, I think you even caught it on a recording, Colby. Not that you can hear me because you took off your headphones. But I live next to a church and the bells ring every hour on the hour from the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And every time that happens, I just scream, "Shut the fuck up, Jesus."
Ah, yes. Classic.
Unless she's doing the O
Christian
face right on the hour, which case, don't think she says that.
No, I just say, "Jesus fucking Christ."
behavior.
I thought you were just calling out his father.
God damn it.
Jacob.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Villains through and through.
All right, Jake. You are up for the last topic. What do you got?
Well, I wish I was more prepared, but I just came to bring along my own face and listen to you guys talk about stuff and see if I can input 2 cents and maybe get 5 cents in return.
Speaking of 2 cents,
Oh, God.
I could talk about one more thing.
Go
I've been
for
doing
it.
research about dimes.
Why?
Why not?
It's more than 2 cents.
Okay, but coins got me there.
Okay, but like, why dimes in particular, not like quarters or pennies? Or
No one cares about pennies.
I do,
Why?
and so does JC. Anyways,
Why?
No wonder why they're going out of business.
Why
Ah,
waste your time?
why?
Why? So the first dime was put into place in 1946. Or it was first minted with the same design. Thank you,
Did
Jake.
they-
That's a beautiful face.
Did they not have like 10-cent coins beforehand?
They had 10-cent coins, but they didn't have,
The name
FDR
of the
on
dime.
them.
Why do you think that they called it a dime? Do you think it's like in reference to like a drug, or did the drug reference come from the dime?
I feel like the drug reference came first.
But I mean, like, do you expect our federal government to name like a currency after a drug reference?
Literally,
seconds of-
do you know what the CIA has done in their life?
Yeah, they've spread cocaine, but I'm talking about this back in like 1940s.
8
Again,
seconds of research, and I'm going to prove you both wrong. I'm cutting you off before you babble anymore. It comes from the Latin word decimus, meaning 1/10.
Ah, so okay. The drug reference
Fine.
came from Latin, and then the US government
No,
got
it came from French, and France took it and made it Disney in the 1500s.
So the
Did they
drug
not?
reference is French, and the federal government took it from the drug reference.
I mean, there's only one real answer, and it's time to wake up and realize
Chrissy,
America
wake
learned
up.
from drugs.
I don't like
Oh,
it.
shut up, you.
Yeah, just to be clear, if anyone didn't know, the U.S. government is perpetuating the war on drugs. They are fighting themselves.
Me with my demons.
Me with my weed.
From 1916 to 1945, the U.S. Mint produced a mercury dime designed by Adolf A. Winman.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that name.
Basically, anyone by the name of Adolf is forever cursed by that one guy.
Yeah,
Well,
but
out of fairness, Adolf A. Winman made the coin before that one guy did, like,
Well, I'm
War
glad
crimes.
his creativity was recognized.
I was going to say one of those Adolfs actually could draw, the other one could not.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what that one's artwork looked like.
Okay,
It could have been amazing.
I don't know.
Okay.
But apparently it was so bad that he had to not.
So one got butthurt and the other one didn't. So
One got butthurt and killed people, and the other one made coins.
one made bank, one made genocide.
Yeah.
It's time for World War II.
No,
World War II.
we're getting so close to another world war just because everyone's poor and we need to somehow finance our debt to literally the entire world.
Yep.
This is me babbling because I've had too much wine. So,
No, it's good that you babble because you fill in the awkward silences.
I can
Yeah.
talk.
When I'm doing research.
I can
I-
talk about literally anything. Name a topic. I'll talk about it. Jake, lay down
All
a
right.
topic.
All right. Beds.
Beds?
Yeah, like a BED.
A BED, big dick energy. That's not what I was looking for. Big energy dick.
Adolf Winman was born before Adolf Hitler.
Well, that's great. Anyways, going back to my big energy dick, is that kind of like one of those sex machine things?
Big energy dick.
Would you ever get one of those ones that's like a piston almost?
No.
I
One,
feel like that has one very specific use, and it's just porn.
yeah. And also,
Also, like if you just slightly get off the right angle, that you're like kind
Ow.
of impaling yourself in
Ow.
there, and that sounds very painful.
I personally do not like loud things. So like a
But the-
piston.
I'm insulted.
I'm in peppered.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It was the pepper. Anyways, I don't like loud things. That includes you, Colby. I don't like you. Colby's flipping me off, but lovingly. I do not.
No, the
want-
loving way is there.
Yeah,
I do-
of course.
I don't want a penis piston. They're terrifying. They're loud. They're bulky, and I
Sounds like my nickname in college.
can survive without it.
Anyway, we're about at an hour.
Are we?
So
Oh God, this has been an absolute clusterfuck.
Hazel,
stop eating the fucking plant.
to avoid giving Ginge like
Stop it.
6 years worth of work, I'm gonna say
It did
we
not
call
take
this.
him 6 years.
No,
so-
it didn't
literally-
even take him a full day. He
No,
sat down
so-
one day and he was like, all right, and now I'm gonna edit this, and then turned around a couple hours later and was like, and I think it's done.
I've given him so many sound bits of just like me saying random phrases for clickbait. He should have a hell of a time. Let's
Well-
all say something that could be used for clickbait. I've already said very, very much about many a thing, so I'm going to opt out of this.
Get your bananas while you can, because who knows when you might never be able to get them anymore. No, not clickbaity, just a normal ad.
Yeah.
Um,
You could say something like, make
stick
sure
your
you
banana in your right hole.
I was going to say, make sure you stick it in your ass so you don't lose
Oh,
it.
Prison wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
that's it. I'm calling it.
Okay, wait, we got to do our sign off. Okay, goodbye, everyone. We were drinking.
Watch the grapefruit method if you're over 18.
No, just be mentally prepared.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.